The nomination as voted by the captains of each of the clubs for the most courageous player of the year are from the Kangaroos, Glenn Archer; from Brisbane, Michael Voss; from Carlton, Brett Ratton; and from Carlton, Adrian Hickmott. And Rob, the winner of this year's Most Courageous Player of the Year, that person will win a magnificent Panasonic home theatre executive package valued at over $4,000, courtesy of Retrovision.
Well, it takes courage from all to get out there, Ed, but some go beyond the call of duty, and the winner is Glenn Archer. Mate. Me.
Thank you.
Well done, Glenn. Congratulations, mate.
Thanks, Eddie.
And congratulations, because it was voted by all the captains in the AFL. That must make you feel pretty good about life.
Yeah, a bit flattered, a bit embarrassed at the same time. But yeah, it's great to be voted the most courageous player by the captains.
Trevor.
Glenn was also voted recently by the Players Association as the most intimidating in the league, narrowly defeating Matthew Lloyd's grandmother.
For the first time in a long while, Glenn, you're watching finals action. How are you handling the transition?
Not too good, Sam.
No?
I haven't watched any of the games, but yeah, it feels a bit different. Played the last 8 or 9 years in the finals, and hopefully next year we can get up there and do it again.
So will you go to any of the remaining games, or once she's over, it's over?
Once it's over, it's over.
Is
Just look at next year.
Yeah.
Shane Crawford voted for you.
Yeah, no doubt. I certainly did. And
Thanks,
I just want you to take that into consideration next time we play each other. That's okay. No, well done. I think Glenn's done that for the last few years. He's no doubt the most courageous player, and you know, it's certainly great to watch him.
I must ask you this, Glenn. You must have thought the little love tap young Matthew Lloyd gave, you must have giggled when you saw that, mate. I mean, that's just hardly in your repertoire, stuff as soft as that.
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
Oh, I thought he should have got off. If I got off mine, he should have got off his.
Did you think that, really?
Yeah, I did,
Yeah.
Or did you think that?
That's what we hoped, Ed.
Yeah, I suppose so. Well played. Mate, who's going to win the flag, do you think? Just to both of you, two of the great players of all time, Glenn Archer and Bob Skilton. Who's going to win the flag from here?
Bobby?
I still think I'll go for the favourites, and that's Essendon, I think, over the year.
And Glenn?
But it's certainly no walkover.
Yeah, I think Essendon.
Well, mate, congratulations on a fantastic season again. Our most courageous player for 2001, Glenn Archer, with Bob Skilton. All right. Speaking of the Bombers, let's get stuck into tonight's teams. And the first team we're going to look at is Essendon, and they're up against Hawthorn, of course. It's going to be an absolute guilty. One change for the Essendon side. Out goes the velvet sledgehammer, and in comes, well, don't worry about any velvet, just the sledgehammer. Dean Wallace has played 10 minutes of footy in season 2001, and he comes in for Matthew Lloyd, who misses 1 week for the headbutting charge, and hopes and prays that his team can get through so he can play in another grand final. Essendon, of course, had the video camera going. Kevin Shetty's funniest home videos during the week at Hawthorn training, and Crawford will get your thoughts on that. But before we do, we'll have a look at the Hawthorn side, and they've made no change. No change for the Hawks, who've won 3 of their last 6, and of course last week were fantastic with their win over Port Adelaide. The previous week, Essendon had an easy victory by 70 points over Richmond. Crawford, did you know that Kevin Shetty had the video camera on you?
No, but to be honest, I don't think you'd get much out of our training. Especially on Wednesday, we trained terrible, and we just did a few different things, probably things that we won't do in the game. So, yeah, you probably wouldn't get much out of it.
How do you train terribly? What, you fumble and what do you do?
No, well, you have a big game on the weekend, and you try and get all the cobwebs out, and you lead up to the match on Saturday. So, you know, you're just trying to get everything out of the system so you can hopefully go in and get it all right on the day.
Matthew, well, obviously you're disappointed that you're not playing, but Dean Wallace, tell us about the Dean Wallace story. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, well, Wally, you know, he's obviously played in 2 premierships and hasn't had much of a year this year due to injury, but he's one guy, you know, that in finals footy stands up, and you know, I'm sure he's going to be there with his presence on Saturday, and hopefully, he has another big one for us, because I know he had a big grand final against Melbourne last year, and there's no reason why he couldn't do it again.
You'd assume that all going well and the Bombers win, that you would replace probably Dean Wallace if, just taking an obvious look at things. Does that mean Dean's got one chance to go out in a blaze of glory this weekend against the Hawks?
It all depends on, hopefully, if we get through, who will play. But I don't think Dean will be the one that... hopefully there is one that does go out for me anyway. But
I think that might find a spot for you.
But no, looking at Hawthorn last week, I thought they were sensational in the way they came back at Port in the last quarter. They finish off games well, as do Essendon. So I think that could come down to the wire on Saturday.
Trev?
Well, I'm not surprised at all that they picked Dean Wallace. I mean, you only have to look at his record. He's played 127 games for 89 wins, 76 by knockout.
All right, and this week, by the way, Tipstar 4, which we've been talking about throughout the season, this week, the nearest correct entry, so you don't even have to get the teams right, the closest entry will win $150,000. Richo, before you give us your Tipstar margins, who's going to win this game and why?
I think Essendon will win. Sorry, Shane. I think they've been the best team all year. They've been the best team for the last 2 years. Obviously, Lloydie's kicked 100 goals in 20 games. That's 5 goals a game and probably gives a couple off. So they're going to have to find another 7 or 8 goals. So I think Hurd will have to play up forward for most of the game instead of going into the midfield. So that will take a little bit out of Essendon's midfield. But I do think Essendon will win. The last 5 out of the last 6 times they've played Hawthorn, they've been well up at quarter time and gone on to win those games. So the Hawks, that have any chance, they have to be with them at quarter time.
Croft, everyone's on a roll down at Hawthorn at the moment. Can you do it?
There's a lot of confidence, and there's no doubt we have to be at our best to certainly match Essendon. But, it's interesting to see Dean Wallace in the side. They're going to be very physical, and we expect, nothing less than that. So, we're just hoping to get out there and play with a lot of confidence, really attack, attacking style of football, and going in as the underdogs, there's no pressure. So we're just got to go out there and give it our best shot. And I know when we're on, we're very hard to beat, and hopefully that's this weekend. All
right, well, we won't ask you two boys who's going to win. We know who we think you two will go for, unless you want to tip the opposition or anything, Croft.
No.
No, OK. Richo, who?
I'll go 101-91, Essendon.
10-point win. Sam?
Well, this has got not much relevance, Ed, because I've gone a month without picking a winner. A month. So it's irrelevant, really, what I say. But I actually think Essendon will win. But as I say, that would be a good omen to get onto Hawthorn, I'd reckon. I reckon it might be a bit of a blowout, Ed. But once again, I'm just speaking crap. I've got no idea.
All right. Your Tipstar margin?
The Tipstar margin, that's an interesting thing, Ed. I think probably 124 to perhaps 89.
OK, a big win for the Bombers, according to Sam Newman. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it's the People's Choice Award. But as we go to the break, we snuck down and just caught up with a few of the Hawthorn faithful this week as we get set for the preliminary round of 2001. Back after this.
Introducing the new, more powerful 2.2-litre Astra SRI.
AXA presents 9 News Stock Market Report. AXA, investments, insurance and superannuation.
Another trouble session for our market as appreciation grows of the international and domestic economic difficulties. The All Ords dropped 49 points or 1.6%. Resources stocks and banks were the worst hit. BHP off more than 5%. The banks and finance sub-index down 3.3%. QBE plunged $2.32 but then confirmed its losses are limited, and Telstra continued to gain, up 6 cents.
You meet people and it's like, so what do you do? I say, like, I'm a plumber. And they go, yeah, cool, you know. And then if I say I'm actually in the army as well, and they've trained me, and they don't understand that there's plumbers, electricians, carpenters. I mean, we've got enough people in this squadron to build a town from scratch. went to Bulla to help with new buildings and new sewage systems, water and electricity. How can you not feel good about doing your job and you're just doing it normally? You're not doing anything special, but to know that it's helping other people.
Everything organised?
Yep. Even got your great deal with Telstra Mobile Net.
Get the first 3 minutes free on calls to your favourite Telstra mobile number when you select free 24/7 on a new mobile plan.
It's good to know you're looking after me, mate.
To get free 24/7, call now.
Wish they all could be California girls.
Get ready
Chinese bamboo is very strong.
for a second rush.
You smell good.
Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker, Rush Hour 2.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Nobody understands the words that are coming out of your mouth, man.
When I left school, I had absolutely no idea what I wanted to do. But here I am. I've just turned 18, the Army's trained me, and I'm on over $34,000 a year. It's not bad at all for someone my age, eh?
Commodore Series 2, for the driver in you. Working undercover, his job is to gain the trust of a criminal while setting him up for a sting.
You're supposed to be controlling this. You're going to get us all killed.
But where the line between doing his job...
You'll have to trust me.
...and befriending the target is crossed.
Thanks for watching my back, pal.
There'll be no telling whose side their agent is on.
And you're suggesting that we just let them walk away?
Tuesday, expect the unthinkable.
Drop the weapon!
Loyalty is shot when John Howard guest stars in Stingers at the special time 8:30 Tuesday on 9.
I think that's Graham Teasdale. How are you? Good. Now, 24 years on since you won the medal, and I think you had a brown suit on that night. Tonight, a blue one. What's going on?
Well, fashion. You know, I've worked on that brown one for 24 years, and it's a new century. We're moving into new colours.
Do you reckon you're a chance?
Half a chance, dressed up like this.
You got no chance. Buckley.
Great to see Graham Teasdale in the audience tonight, the 1977 Brownlow medalist. All right, now it's time for Sam's mailbag.
Now, Ed, what sort of autobiography mean?
Well,
does that mean you wrote it yourself or someone wrote it for you?
You wrote it yourself.
Shane Warne has written a book. And I don't believe it. There's a lot of long words in that book, and that is a sensational book, Ed. And it's going out for a steal. He sold 100,000 copies of it. Do you know that? In England.
Mm-hmm.
£18 it's going for. That's $1 trillion.
That's what it weighs.
That is a sensational book. And do you think we're giving it a plug or not? I've read that, and that's a sensational insight into...
You can't read.
This is from Narelle Elliott. £18. Sensational. I am a huge fan of the Footy Show. I live at Puckapunyal Military Base. Pucka, Ed. I think I know her sister. I do. I think I know... do you know the name Elliott? I went up to Pucka once.
I know the name Elliott.
I went up to Pucka once.
Yeah.
I went up in my Port Pelkin and was wondering when you would be coming to our location to do the segment of the Street Talkers. I know a lot of people love to have a say, and this is the more important part. My kid is 3 years old and is bigger than you already, if you know what I mean. Let's hope your kid's a boy. Now this is John. Now this is
sorry, Trev. You...
Well, we know one thing for sure, Sammy. If it had landed in Rex Hunt's boat, he would have thrown it back.
Now this is from Tony and Nicole. I'm writing to you from Adelaide to ask you a favour. We bought, it should be, she's got brought there. We bought the house of Hawthorn great John Platten in Para Hills last December. On Saturday night, a little after the Hawks beat Power, our house got egged. And man, were they everywhere. Could you please announce that the rat has sold up and doesn't live here anymore? Perhaps next time they could just leave the eggs on the doorstep and we'll pass them on with the rest of the mail. Now, that is finally it. Finally, I know we're in a hurry, but I'm just doing this quickly. Whilst watching Richmond, this is from Shannon Fleischer. While watching Richmond and Carlton on Channel X on Saturday, we have noticed that Jason Dunstall has forgotten where his chin is and is growing a goatee on his forehead. And that is absolutely correct. Because we spied Jason at Street Talk. We were down at the Hawthorn ground during the week, and you want to see the boy. He looks like a facsimile, a caricature of himself, he does. He does. He's fat and he's bald. And I think that's it.
So big rap for you too, I'm sure.
No, he's a great bloke, but he is fat and bald.
Oh, and tough, come on.
I think that's it.
Yeah, well, one would hope so. We'll look forward to seeing Street Talk a little bit later on with Sam down at Hawthorn. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the People's Choice Award. Now, this is the award that is voted for by you, the people at home. You've had your votes, and boy, have you voted in record numbers. And to present this award, please welcome one of the most popular players in the history of the game, the Tulip from Melbourne, Robert Flower. Welcome aboard, Robert. Rob, just before we go to the People's Choice Award, a lot of talk in the media during the week about whether or not you would be standing on one side or the other, for Joe, against Joe in the Melbourne elections. Can you tell us anything tonight?
Come on.
See, I'm here, Ed, to present an award.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd get ambushed, really. I didn't think I'd get us, but it's an interesting question where the Melbourne board's heading and what it is. It really isn't a people issue, like I'm about to award here. It is about the football club. I think people put boards in to run a football club, and I think they do it as an opinion of a board, and I think that's the way it should operate.
Robert.
And I don't think at the moment then it's a one-man situation. It should be a group of people.
I wonder if I could clear that question up. Are you standing for the board or not?
right at this minute, Sam, no.
All right, well, there you go.
You might be. You're thinking
Next
of
minute
it?
I might.
Yeah, you're thinking of it, are you, Robert? Seriously. Seeing as we're only talking about football, not the Geneva Convention.
It would definitely be my last option to be on the Melbourne board. And Joseph has asked me on a number of occasions to be involved, and my commitments say that that's not possible right at the moment.
All right, leave that for a side for a moment. Mate, how are you feeling? You're a bit crook earlier this year. How's everything going?
Yeah, I'm well, thanks, Eddie. I've been through a little bit over the past 6 to 8 months, but I think the thing that I've been through with cancer has been an eye-opener, and I think it's a great awareness thing for people to understand and know what prostate cancer is, and we've had some famous people die from it, and I think for all the gentlemen out there that it is well worth to get a test, and I was one that was unaware of what it was and how it occurred, and it was just by chance that I found out I had cancer.
Maybe, Sam, you should go and have the test. There'll be a lot of people would love you to have the test, I think, at the moment. But anyway, Rob, thanks very much for coming in tonight. Let's have a look at the contenders for the People's Choice Award.
Why don't you remind us of what the test is?
In 10th position. Here we go. We'll go through the batting lineup. In 10th position, we had Spider Everett with 873 votes. 9th position, Michael Voss, 1,772. Matthew Richardson, 2,497. Matthew Lloyd, 3,140. Anthony Koutafidis in 6th spot with 3,480. 5th position, Ben Cousins with 4,636. James Hird in 4th with 4,681. In 3rd place, Andrew McLeod with 4,968. And runner-up was Shane Crawford with 5,180 votes. But Robert, the winner tonight of the People's Choice Award is...
And the winner is Nathan Buckley.
So Shane Crawford with 5,180 votes in 2nd position, and the winner, Nathan Buckley, finished up with 9,289 votes and wins the magnificent Panasonic Home Theatre Executive Package valued at $4,000, courtesy of Retrovision. Trev, before we go to the man.
Well, Sammy, we've found the cause of Eddie's house fire. Apparently the phone heated down.
It was on redial for 4 days.
Absolutely melted down.
Yeah.
Come on, Nathan, you can tell us the truth now. It's part of your contract, isn't it?
Bucks, congratulations on the Retrovision Home Theatre unit worth $4,000. Congratulations. Well done.
Thanks, mate. I'm surprised Mum and Dad's house hasn't burned down in that case, but I think it says a lot for the numbers of the Collingwood Army more about that than anything else.
And they've got the gay army on board now, Nathan. The gay army could have been a significant contributor because they reckon you look pretty hot, those buns and those little Collingwood shorts, mate.
So you spent a bit of time with them, obviously.
The gay army?
Yeah.
Have I spent a lot of time with them?
No, I was actually up in Sydney a couple of weekends ago and had a few people say good day and...
Yeah, so they're getting on board,
club,
so to speak. Yeah.
So to speak, yeah.
Now, Bucks, obviously, near thing, missed by a game this year. What can you tell the Collingwood fans for next year?
Keep it short.
I'll try, mate. No, obviously we were quite disappointed. We've made steady improvement over the last couple of seasons, and we hope to make the same sort of improvement next year. It'll mean that we'll be round about sort of 5th, 6th spot and play in the finals.
Good on you, mate. And Robbie Flower, thanks very much for being with us. Before you go, fellas, the home winner, that is the person who voted, and this person actually voted for Ben Cousins, was Carly Saratoro from Melbourne. Carly wins a Panasonic Home Theatre Executive Package as well. She gets the same prize, Bucks, $4,000, courtesy of Retrovision. Fantastic for just being in the draw. Well done. You reckon that's pretty good? Next week, and we did the draw this morning, thanks to Tip Top and, of course, also Don Smallgoods, we'll have one person at the big event at the Rod Laver Arena kicking for $1 million. $1 million. And the winner was Richard D. Giacomo. No relation to Simon Presti Giacomo, but Richard D. Giacomo from Palmyra in WA. We'll be driving across the Nullarbor because at the moment I don't think we can get him a ticket.
Tip Top and Don.
Well,
and the lucky person drawn tonight will have a chance next Thursday night on the Grand Final Footy Show to kick a goal from 50 and win $1 million. Fantastic. Give it a spin, girls. Good work. You've been fantastic tonight. Here we go. Plenty of entries here. She's chock-a-block, as they would say. As full as a fat lady's sock. Here we go. And Australian rules draw, $1 million Super Boot competition. And our lucky winner is Richard Carabio. Anyway, he lives in Western Australia, Palmartha. I think that's correct. I'll have to get someone else to read it out. But Richard Delmalco, Palmartha in Western Australia. Good luck, Dick.
Well done, Billy.
That is uncanny.
Palmyra.
That is uncanny, Ed. You announced the winner, and you wouldn't believe it, Billy drew the envelope.
Drew the same one.
That is frightening.
Who
That
would have
must
thought?
be the great Karnak, the soothsayer. He can just see things.
It was Richard D. Giacomo from
Bloody
Palmyra in WA. He'll be able...
How often would that happen, do you reckon? That you'd announce it and then they'd draw that envelope out.
All right, another big event happening next
Isn't that amazing?
Tuesday night at Optus Oval. Then John's going to play host to us at Optus Oval. It is the E.J. Whitten Legends game. It's going to be an absolute ripper. We'll announce the teams a little bit later on. But here's your chance to go along. Tickets from Ticketek on 132849 or at the ground. Gates open at 4:30. The Masters game between Vic Metro and Vic Country are the curtain raisers. Of course, the match is going to be on Channel 9 on Tuesday night. It'll be a beauty. And everybody's lined up. Victoria versus the All-Stars. It's 2-2. This year's, of course, we'll decide it. Last year's game was a draw. It was an absolute belter. Get along to Optus Oval, one of the great grounds in Melbourne, and you'll have a great time there. Congratulations to Nathan Buckley. Well done to Robert Flower for joining us. When we come back, the best first-year player and our special guest, Vince Sarinki, right after this.
The spirit of E.J. Whitten unites the legends of football in the galaxy's greatest contest, the battle between Victoria and Australia's All-Stars. A lineup including Takos, Brereton, Salmon, Harvey, Sternum, Danaher and Kernahan. From football's new home ground, Channel 9's exclusive telecast covering every angle on Optus Oval. The E.J. Whitten Legends Game, 9:30 Tuesday night.
Glorious mud.
With a powerful V6 and 47 models to choose from, Holden Rodeo. For all your dirty work.
Everything organised?
All sorted. Venues are booked. Even got your great deal with Telstra Mobile Net.
So you haven't forgotten anything?
No, I got your free calls. Great rate, and even a discount to call home. It's going to save you heaps.
No one gives you more options than Telstra Mobile Net, so you can customise the best value mobile plan.
So you haven't forgotten anything?
Stop!
It's good to know you're looking after me, mate.
To get great value, call now.
There's only one place to be for football in September, with all the action on the biggest sports screen in the Southern Hemisphere. To catch finals fever, there's no better place to be than Crown.
The problem is how to get the other units tied in. Everybody's stretched.
But to make plan, sales needs the new applications worldwide by Q3.
That's not going to work with the legacy systems and accounts and distribution.
I realise it's difficult, but...
No, we just don't have the capability.
Then let's get people who do.
Compact Global Services. Over 38,000 experts worldwide who architect, implement, and manage the solutions that make the most of your technology.
Oh, Sandy, you look terrible.
Oh, he's all right. He always gets hay fever in spring. Now, Helga, tonight on the show, I'll introduce these spring sale products.
Uh-huh.
Oh, a tripod sprinkler, 1 litre Roundup, and a bypass pruner. $9.95. That's nothing to sneeze at.
Get the know-how.
Spring Dialogue, out now.
To keep your toilet clean and fresh without touching the cage, use Harpic's new 2-in-1 gel. Now even more concentrated for cleaning power you can see with every flush. For a Harpic clean, send in the experts.
Everything organised?
Yep, I even got a business deal with Telstra Mobile Net.
Get business mobile calls from as little as 11 cents per 30 seconds with Telstra Mobile Net.
It's good to know you're looking after me, mate.
To get a great deal, call now.
40 Winks announced no deposit at 40 Winks. No interest for 24 months. No payments until next autumn at 40 Winks. And save on bedding and bedroom suites at 40 Winks. Hurry, ends Sunday.
The Footy Show is brought to you by Holden.
Glenferrie Oval at finals time. Don't you just love it? We're down here watching people eat cheap sausages and drink even cheaper wine, and the eclectic nature of the unwashed as we sweep into the crowd and see faces we thought we'd... Good heavens above. It's Gary Lyon. Am I dreaming? Do you think it'll be a physical game? Think it'll be a big punch-up before it starts? Have we stopped complaining yet?
Oh, we don't complain.
Now let's just go through a few of them. Thompson.
Thompson will kick about 7 goals this weekend.
Wren.
In the cup higher.
What are you doing?
Giving you a sausage, Sam.
No, pretty rough for sausages. They're not on my health staple diet for the year.
That time you took them on, Sam.
Dangle chicken will play on, what's the name for the Bombers?
Oh, from the Bombers? Oh, let's go through the 36 on the list. McCurry? Carousel?
Hurd.
You'd forgotten James Hurd's name, had you? This is the coach, now delivering his message to the faithful gathered here at Glenferrie Oval, which is now called, what's it called here? Oztech Oval. Oztam. Ozdot Oval. What's that, mate?
Do you used to go play for Geelong?
You're not training to be a rocket scientist, are you?
Just answer the kids' questions, Sam.
I'll do the interview, please, madam. You interview him. Just have a look at these legs and tell me if you thought this man would ever play football. Just look over. Look, he's pouring at the ground. No, he's not even running. Just one step kicks he is. It's Dermot Brereton. the man who's left 7, jumped off as the Rats have jumped off the ship. He's come over to 9. He's going to swing into our great coverage. And there he is. Look at him. Can bench press a Buick. China, what are you doing down here?
I'm down with a little friend of one of my boys who's a Hawthorn supporter. I promised him a trip to training had they won last week, thinking that they wouldn't, and they won, so I went to deliver.
Remember Telly Savalas? There's his son over there. Look, is he grinning or is it wind? Look at him. How fat's he got? Oh, look at that. What does that remind you of?
It looks like a beautiful sausage.
Is that you're not trying to bunk me up for Shane Crawford, are you?
No, this is just a beautiful sausage. You want some sauce?
It's the bread and butter working man's club, isn't it, Hawthorn?
It is, and we've been giving you free sausages to all the people that come down all year.
Down at Carlton, Jack Elliott gives them hummingbird tongue and aspic jelly. Here you get bangers. Yeah.
Sam doesn't want it.
Have your 33rd for the day, sir.
No worries, mate.
The great thing about football, it humbles even great and successful men. Ross Stevenson. I can't believe it.
It's very nice to see you, old boy. What brings you out here? What act would you like me to put on? You want the top off? You want a swear word?
Couldn't just ease the whizzer out, could you?
Senor Sam, I wouldn't dare compete.
It's a sort of a neighbourly spirit of camaraderie. 9 and 10, and I don't know if SBS or Channel 2 are here. I don't think their trucks come back from a previous assignment yet. But it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, no, we'll be bedfellows next year, Sam, and that's got to be good for everyone.
You and I will be bedfellows, Jerry.
Who's to say, Sam?
That is a frightening thought. So are you in the cheer squad?
Sometimes.
You hold the banner up, sir?
No.
What do you think the banner will have on it this week?
I don't know yet. They won't decide that till Thursday.
Rearrange these 2 popular words in order. Off. It looks like we're in the front row of a Brazilian jail here.
I think this is superb suburban football at its best, Sammy. These people identify with the suburb of Hawthorn. It's wonderful to see.
Cut the crap, Gary, please.
Sammy Newman down at Hawthorn. A little bit of footy street talk. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to make the presentation for the best first-year player, and the best first-year player has been decided on a 3-2-1 basis as voted by all 16 AFL coaches. I'm not sure if it was the 16 last week or the other 2 who got the flick in the meantime or whatever, but we got 16 coaches to vote 3, 2 and 1. And to make the presentations, one of the absolute legends of the game, Jazelenko Yobiote, Alex Jazelenko. Welcome aboard, Alex.
Good evening.
Good to see you, mate. Before we have a bit of a... What, Sam, you want to have a...
Could I just run this question past you, Alex? 25 you immortalised down at Carlton. The man currently wearing it. Brendan Favola. I suppose you'd be pretty happy that the number's been handed down to Brendan, would you?
Well, I think Jack and I might have to become specialist coaches and teach some of these players how to behave after.
Quite seriously, Alex, you were the coach of Carlton and St Kilda, but you were the coach of Carlton. What would you do with someone like Brendan, who's obviously a great footballer, and some of the others that transgress? What would you do?
Well, you have to teach them how to handle it, Sambo. I mean, he's only at 20 years of age.
I know.
And...
that's a good excuse.
Well, it is a good excuse today because they're treated like children today and they behave like children. And he might take another couple of years to mature. He's too good a player to let go.
Well, the player we're about to announce is certainly going to be a young player, the best first-year player. We might ask the boys about Mad Mondays and the likes as well in a few moments' time. But let's get on to this award for best first-year player. And the contenders and nominations are... from the Collingwood Football Club, Ryan Loney. From West Coast, Daniel Kerr. From Essendon, Damien Peverell. And from St Kilda, Justin Kazitsky. And the winner will receive 2 business class airfares to Bali, just the place for a first-year player to go to, and 7 nights accommodation at the Deluxe Hard Rock Hotel. That's courtesy of Jet Set. Jet Set will get you there, don't worry about that. 2 business class airfares. And Alex, you've got the winner there in your hand.
And the winner is Daniel Kerr, West Coast.
a great legend of the game, Alex Jesaulenko. Did you ever hear about him or see him play on replays or tapes or film or sepia?
Oh, yeah, of course. I think everyone has.
Yeah. And Bali, mate. Have you ever been to Bali?
Yeah, a few times.
Have you? Have you wreaked havoc over there when you've been, or you've been very sublime?
Very sensible.
Yeah. Now, what about the football over in the West? How's it? We get reports here that it's in trouble and it's staggering along. What about from your perspective over there?
No, I think it's going okay. I think you get a lot of reports here, and I think they're all, not all of them, but a lot of them are a bit over-exaggerated.
So things are going great over there, are they?
Yeah, I think that. Not great, but we'd like our 2 AFL teams to be winning more. But I think it's gone all right.
And did you enjoy it this year? Do you enjoy the thrust and parry of the big time, mate?
I'd like the Eagles to be winning more, but yeah, I enjoyed my first year.
Matthew Lloyd.
Daniel, congratulations. Great effort. How do you find in a state that's only got 2 teams and both are down probably towards the bottom of the ladder? Is it tough for a young player coming through the system?
Oh, definitely. The media over there is not the best when you only got 2 teams, and the public's probably even worse, so it's been a hard year. But
So apart from the media, the public, and the fact that you're 16th and 15th, everything's swimming over there, Daniel, at the moment.
And what about the coach for next year? Have you had any talk or any rumours? Who's the favourite, you think?
Oh, I haven't heard anything, really.
Yeah, Daniel, you got Ben Cousins over there in Perth, obviously. Is he someone that's really helped you out playing in the midfield?
Oh, yeah, Cousins is definitely someone you look up to. He's the hardest worker at the club and probably the best leader, so yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Jezza, just before we let you go, and Daniel, congratulations again on winning this magnificent award. Jezza, for all the young players out there, you did it all as a player, as the last captain coach of a premiership side. Any advice for young Daniel going into his second year?
Just keep cool, keep your head, listen to everybody. I mean, everybody around, even the people behind the bar, and just do your own thing. Make sure you do your own thing.
Good on you, Jezza. Well done, Daniel. Congratulations. Daniel Kirk from the West Coast Eagles, our best first-year player award winner for season 2001. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this big night of nights here at the Crown Showroom, let's get a bit of entertainment going as well. And please welcome a man who's going to help us and the MCC decide on, well, what to name this new Northern Stand, this new huge development that's going to encompass half of the MCG. Please welcome the great Vince Sorrenti.
Thank you very much. Let me hear you say, hey! Oh! Yeah, 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 yeah. I love Air New Zealand. No one's that stupid. Bye-bye to the Ansett Cup. Are we pissed off? Absolutely. Does the Ansett president look like Big Kev? Absolutely. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, but very good news for Ansett employees. You're all going to get paid. Stan Howard is the new president of Ansett. There you go. Good evening, folks, and ladies and gentlemen, and any asylum seekers out there, welcome to Nauru. How you going? How pissed off would you be? You've come all the way across the ocean on a stinking boat to Australia and you end up in bloody Nauru. It's like winning the Norm Smith medal and being drafted by Fremantle. Well, as Eddie said, folks, it's a big issue. What are we going to call this new stand? Wayne Jackson doesn't know. We've already got the Great Southern Stand, and they've already picked the best name. What's it going to be? The bloody fantastic other stands. We've got great. Great is our favourite word. Great, mate. The kids are great. Mum's great. I feel great. Had a great night. Had a great day. Made some great money. Had a great year. I feel bloody great. The country's going great. Got the Great Barrier Reef. Great Keppel Island. Great Dividing Range. Great Sandy Desert. Great Victoria Desert. Great Artesian Basin. Great Southern Stand. Great Ravine. Great Hall. Great North Road. Great South East. Great Eastern Highway. Great Western Highway. Great Western Champagne. Great Ocean Road. Great Australian Bike, great White Shark, great Aussie Outback, bloody great! Bloody great! Bloody great! Bloody great! Oh, mate, it's bloody got the great White Shark. What a fantastic word, shark. A word developed here in Australia, ladies and gentlemen, by the first Aussie to come in contact with a shark. He didn't know whether to say shit or loud word too. Reaches all the way back to the beach. Shark! You couldn't yell out, bloody rainbow trout! And we got the great Aussie outback. How brilliant is the Australian Tourism Commission? The great Aussie outback. We're the only country in the world that promotes nothing. Come out and see it, mate. Bugger all. And how clever is their slogan? You'll never, never know. Because there's nothing bloody there. It's the great Aussie outback. Great's our favourite word, but the Yanks are different. Their favourite word is grand. We're great, they're grand. They drive a Grand Jeep Cherokee. They've got Grand Central Station, Grand Lakes, Grand Falls, Grand Haven, Grand Prairie, Grand Gorge, Grand Canyon, MGM, Grand Rio, Grand 50, Grand Theft Auto. That's called stealing a car in Punch Bowl, mate. Although we do have the Grand Prix here in Melbourne, that's nice. I come down every year for the Grand Prix. Love the Grand Prix. Me and my cousins always come down. They all work in the pit crews down here. And let me tell you, no one can get four wheels off a car faster than those blokes, ladies and gentlemen. Punch Bowl, where you haven't got neighbours, you've got witnesses. We're all very happy in Punch Bowl. We've just won the contract for the new Outback Survivor Series. Bugger North Queensland, mate, that's wussy shit, eh? They're going to lock 5 Americans in a station wagon in Punch Bowl with a flat battery. See who gets out of that car first. Have a good night, folks. I'm Vince Sorrenti. Thank you very much.
Vince Sorrenti. Well done, Vince. Ladies and gentlemen, Vince Sorrenti will be back right after the break with the Lou Richards Medal on the Footy Show Awards.
Well, here we are.
Monday night at the movies.
I'm scared of what's happening to us.
Family is one thing, temptation another.
How you doing? I saw you at the pool.
It's enough to drive someone crazy.
All you have to do is point, squeeze the trigger.
Let go! Are you all right?
She was thinking about getting a divorce to be with you.
Benjamin Bratt and Randy Quaid.
I needed your help. Would you help me?
She was the only one that saw the accident. I assume you can count for your whereabouts.
Woman Undone premieres 9:30 Monday on 9.
What's that?
Sunsilk Custom Highlights. It's new. It's going to lighten my hair. Want some?
No.
I like your hair how it is anyway.
New Sunsilk Custom Highlights. Gradually and easily lightens hair day by day.
Hey, that does look good. Maybe I should have tried some.
Mm-hmm. When your hair looks this good, you can't help but be in the mood for fun. Sunsilk hair looks great and feels even better.
Nice hair, mate.
At the Big Captain Snooze birthday sale, pop in for big savings on a big range with no deposit, interest-free finance. Save up to $800 off bedroom suites and beds at the Big Captain Snooze birthday sale.
With hay fever, it's easy to lose your sense of proportion. You can treat the symptoms you can see, like sneezing, a runny nose, and puffy eyes. But what about that groggy, blocked-up feeling in your head, the one only you can feel? That's where Beckinase can help. Because Beckinase hay fever not only treats the symptoms you can see, but helps clear your head as well. Beckinase hay fever, cutting hay fever down to size.
If you make most of your mobile calls during the day in peak time, take the Orange Challenge and compare Orange Just Go's rate with what you're paying right now. Orange Just Go has a low flat rate of 18 cents for 30 seconds, which is Australia's lowest flat rate for plans with no minimum monthly fee. So if you make most of your calls in the day, go on, take the Orange Challenge and compare our rate. Call 133 188.
Surprise! Dimeroo's 10th birthday sale starts tomorrow at 10 a.m. with store-wide savings of up to 50% off the mark prices on selected items. Let's celebrate.
Who has all the answers? For you to get the most out of life.
And we're with you for life.
Struggling to straighten your hair? Sunsilk Straightening Balm smooths and adds shine to your hair, so you can get that salon straight look you want.
8:30 Saturday, a premiere special. Cirque du Soleil presents Dralion. Their most dynamic performance yet will suspend you in time. Dralion, a Cirque du Soleil event, premieres 8:30 Saturday on Channel 9.
Welcome back to the Footy Show Awards 2001. Let's leave the awards aside for a moment, because in a few moments' time we'll be announcing the big one tonight, the Lou Richards Medal. But let's have a look at the other game, the preliminary final. It's going to be an absolute ripper. It's Brisbane versus Richmond. And for the Brisbane Lions, just one compulsory change. Alistair Lynch has missed a week for suspension, of course, and Matthew Kennedy comes back into the side there. Now, at the moment, they say Bradshaw's right. He'll be tested tomorrow. He's had some problems. Also, Simon Black apparently has been in trouble this week with a bit of a virus as well. So Brisbane, despite having the week off and everything seemingly going well, have got a few injury problems at the moment. They have been excused from attending the Brownlow Medal next week if they get to the grand final. But the team that hopes to stop them is the rampaging Tigers. Two changes at Tigerland. Nick Daffy, Dr. Peter Larkin says it's one of the worst shoulder injuries they've ever seen for a dislocated shoulder. David Burke, unfortunately, has been omitted, but that opens the door for Ezra Poyas, who won the JJ Liston Trophy during the week, and Aaron Fiora comes into the Richmond side. Fantastic result for those two boys getting in. Richo, tell us what's happening at Tigerland at the moment. Everyone pumped up.
Yeah, it's been a big week. We're off to Brisbane in the morning about 9:30, so we're going to have a training session at the Gabba tomorrow afternoon. But yeah, we're really looking forward to the challenge. You know, it's a massive challenge. Probably the biggest trip in footy now is to go up to Brisbane and win. So, you know, we're under no illusions that we're going to have to perform at our very best to get up there.
Well, the Tiger Roar's been firing tonight. Of course, 9 busloads of Tiger fans have gone on up the highway. There they are, trudging across, jumping in. They have to actually hand off their memberships to friends to line up should the Tigers get through. But this must be great for the players to see. This is a real feeling around the place at the moment.
Yeah, well, we heard earlier in the week there was 9 or 10 busloads going up, and they're all down there tonight having the sausage sizzle before they left. It's going to be 24 hours sizzle, couldn't say that, but it's going to be 24 hours before they get up there, so it shows you how keen they are. And you know, we really appreciate the support, so we're looking forward to it.
And even luminaries of the players. Wayne Campbell's mother's on the bus.
Yeah, that's right. It's been hard. Obviously, we couldn't get the flights with Ansett, so yeah, there's a few other. I think Brodders' parents are going up, and quite a few other relatives. So yeah, it's a bit of a family affair.
All right, Croft, who's going to win this game and why? Brisbane versus Richmond. Of course, Brisbane will go in very big favourites.
Well, yeah, I'm going for the underdogs purely because I just think the passion they played with last week, I think consistency is the most important thing Richmond need, you know, going to this game. They played really well last week and they really need to take that into this week. They play with a lot of passion. They're very much a team-orientated side, and players like Richardson, Campbell, Bowden, Ottens, you know, being the underdogs, they've got nothing to lose and everything to gain, and just to see the passion there with all the supporters heading up, I think Richmond will win. Richmond 95 to Brisbane 79, so 16 points. So Richmond will go in the grand final, and good luck in the grand final, mate. All the best.
Great to see, mate. Thanks for that.
And good luck to Darryl White, who plays his 200th game. Sensational performance for Darryl White. By the way, the last time that the Lions met the Tigers in a final was back in 1947 when Fitzroy won by 28 points. Lordy, your thoughts?
I went to the Richmond-Carlton game last week, and their hardness at the ball and at the man, you would have seen Scott Camporelli, the treatment he got was just unbelievable. I think they're probably from 1 week playing us to the week against Carlton was just a huge difference. And I think that if Lynch and Bradshaw don't play, or Bradshaw plays injured, it may force Leppich to go up forward, which will have, you know, Richo and Ottens up forward doing a lot of damage. So I think if Brisbane are to win, they'll need a lot to come from their midfielders and a lot of goals too.
And Richard, how are you feeling? A lot of people saying you and Ottens have to fire to have any chance.
They do.
Yeah, well, people have been saying that for a month or so now, but really, the last few weeks, myself and Brad have only kicked 3 goals. So, you know, we know it down at Richmond that it's the whole team that's getting us across the line and not just a couple of players. Can I just send a cheerio to Nick Daffy? Went and saw him in hospital this morning, and, you know, everyone's chatted about what's happened to him last week, but we're all thinking about you, Nick, and hope it gets better soon.
Yeah, well done to Nick Daffy. All right, Lloydie, your tip?
Yeah, can't go against Brisbane, 116 to 112.
All right, a 4-point win. Well, there you go. Lloydie sitting on the fence nicely, having to play one of them possibly next week. Sam, your thoughts?
Yeah, well, I can let you in on this, Lloydie, that Alistair Lynch won't be playing. He's not playing, and you said if they didn't play, you weren't sure.
Bradshaw, Sam.
And Lynch. Lynch is out. The Lions, I haven't picked a winner for a month. Did I tell you that?
You said that, Sam.
112 the Lions, to the Tigers 101. Couldn't win up there, the Tigers. Couldn't win.
All right, well, Sam's gone against it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, it's going to be a big game. Good luck, Richo, for that one. It's going to be a ripping weekend of footy. Let's now introduce one of the greats of all time. This man has been the doyen, if you like. It's a much-used word these days in the media, but a doyen of the media. In fact, he probably is the bloke who was the forerunner for all these types of shows. Ladies and gentlemen, to present his own medal, please welcome the one and only Lou Richards.
Just saying, I hate this sort of applause, but keep it going for a while, folks. Eddie, could I just mention this, that it's an honour to be here tonight to make this presentation, but also there's a very dear friend of mine in the audience, right down the front there, Bobby Davis. Stand up, Bob, and take a bow.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, Bob.
Unbelievable. Come up here, Bobby.
Well, as you all know, Bob Davis, myself and Jack Dyer formed that wonderful show called League Teams, and possibly helped to get this show on its own.
Absolutely. In fact, our motto behind us is, of course, the caricature of Jack Dyer in that famous pose. We've got Bob Davis in the audience tonight paying tribute to...
And his lovely daughter, Marg, too.
And Marg as well, but to have Bob with us tonight, we do that deliberately because of the efforts that he's put into television and football over a long period of time. So, Bob, we salute you for everything you've done at Channel 7 tonight. All right, the Lou Richards Medal.
Well, that's worth about $100, Bob.
The Lou Richards Medal is voted by the Sunday Footy Show panellists. That's Gary Lyons' team of experts. Votes out of 10 are awarded to the 4 best players in each match. Lou, please name our Lou Richards medalist for season 2001. Before you do, the person will win 2 business class airfares to London and 7 nights accommodation of deluxe accommodation, courtesy of our friends at Jet Set. So thank you again to Jet Set. Lou, the 2001 Lou Richards medalist is...
Well, the winner is... Oh, what's his name here now? No, it's seriously Michael Voss. Give him a big round of applause from the line. There is the medal. Hang on.
There it is, Lou.
There's the medal. And Michael Voss joins us live now up in Brisbane. Vossy, congratulations on winning the Lou Richards medal and also last night being named the Australian Football Media Personality of the Year as well, Player of the Year. Congratulations, mate.
Thanks, Eddie. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Michael, and if you could poke your head out the screen, I'd put this on you, son.
Now, Michael, you must be looking forward to flying business class to London at this stage of the proceedings.
Certainly. It's, to have a 20-hour flight would be, and flying business class, it'd be fantastic.
Now, let me ask you this. In a city that is beautiful one day and boring the next, if you happen to get into the grand final, do you think we'd get their attention up there that something's going on?
Oh, we might get their attention a little bit. Actually, we've got no real threat of it being a normal week up here this week. During training, we probably get about 25 to 30 people normally during the year, and I think we've got about 35 this week. So no fear of being a normal week for us. But you know, the guys are looking forward to the week, and I'm sure that we'll get people buzzing up here if we happen to win against Richmond this weekend.
Yeah, Bossy, if you are to beat the Tigers and make the grand final, I've heard that you don't have to come to Melbourne to attend the Brownlow Medal. Have yourself, Simon Black or Jason Ackermanis been told a plan if one of you are to win, and what will happen there?
No, basically we're going to be at the dinner up here and they'll have a live cross. Outside that, I really don't know. So I don't know how they're going to do it if one of us happen to win it. But look, you know, all those guys have had fantastic years, so I think it could count against us.
Michael, Shane Crawford, good luck for the weekend. Wish you all the best, and also good luck in the Brownlow. I'm sure you're going to do well. Just going into the game as favourites, do you reckon that's going to put a bit of added pressure on you guys, or be all normal?
Look, I think it does. It adds a fair bit of pressure on you. You know, there's an expectation that we will win the game. And I guess you've got to have that little bit of expectation amongst yourselves also that you're going into the game confident to win. I would have thought Richmond to be exactly the same way. I mean, they're taking really good form going into the game also. So, I mean, I think what gives us the advantage is the fact that it's played at the Gabba, and that'd be the difference between the two sides, I would imagine.
Vossi, no intravenous strips this week. How's that going to affect things?
Oh, yeah, no IV drips. So, look, we probably won't come out after half-time, I don't know. But, no, look, I mean, obviously it's just something that was used and to seek an advantage in terms of minimising risk of injury. And I guess at this stage it's been taken away from us. So, yeah, reassess
the last word with Lou Richards.
Well, congratulations, Michael. And whenever you wear this, you can think of me, and it's a great thing for you. Might give you encouragement to be a good player one day.
Thanks, Lou. It's a great honour.
Michael, God bless you. Good luck.
Well done. Michael?
I'd just like to thank Jet Set, obviously, for sponsoring the award and Channel 9. So, thanks, guys.
Good on you, Michael. Michael Voss, this year's Lou Richards medalist, flying to London thanks to Jet Set. Please put your hands together for both Michael Voss and the great Lou Richards, everybody.
Bobby.
And let's have a look at the votes, just to recap what happened in this year's Lou Richards medal. And as you can see there, in fifth position, Josh Frankie of Port Adelaide on 68 votes, Brent Harvey of the Kangaroos on 74, Brett Ratner Carlton on 79, Andrew McLeod on 86 votes, but a clear leader with 102 votes was Michael Voss from the Brisbane Lions. All right. Well, Michael Voss is the Brownlow medalist. He's certainly a legend. He gets the chance to really stamp himself just like Lou Richards as a premiership captain over the next fortnight. But now it's time for Trevor Marmalade's Almost Footy Legend.
And let's kick it off. Murray Bushrangers v Geelong Falcons, looking for a miracle goal here.
Get over and help me.
Oh, wow. Very nicely played indeed. On the volley, and through it goes. Second up here, this one almost was our overall winner for the year. We see the kick coming in.
High kick up towards half forward.
So he's taken a great mark there. Then he's gone back, had a kick, and almost the double whammy there. And check this one out, Pascoe Vale versus Keilor Park. We see the defender here. Handball straight to the opposition. And a nice easy goal. Wayne Jackson will say that's a good cause for the clash jumper there. Very nice play. And an easy one for the full forward. Our winners, M. Ross of Eden Hills, South Australia, D. Pathetic Pickman of Noble Park, Victoria, and M. Pedersen of Pascoe Vale. And I think we'll give it to M. Pedersen of Pascoe Vale. Takes our fabulous prize from Malden.
The weekly winner of Almost Football Legends will be jetting off to Queensland for a day at the Holden Performance Driving Centre. They'll receive special tuition from Peter Brock and the rest of the Holden V8 driving team and will return home to become safer, more skillful drivers. Our overall season winner of Almost Football Legends will drive away in the fantastic wide-track Holden Jackaroo four-wheel drive 7-seater with a V6 engine, alloy wheels and air conditioning, valued at $46,000.
Right on, a magnificent prize. And thanks, as always, to our great sponsors in Holden. And, of course, they're the best cars on the road, the #1 performed and selling car in Australia, the mighty Holden. Well, we're going to let the boys shoot off. They've got big games coming up over the next weekend. When we come back, we're going to have the All-Star AFL band. We're going to announce our personality of the year and much, much more. And we're going to replace these three guys with three of the all-time greats of the game. But once again, to Croft and the Hawthorn Football Club, good luck, mate, this weekend. Lead the team with distinction. To Richo, Mate, big trip up to Brisbane. Congratulations on everything you've done so far, mate, and really turned one on for the Tigers.
Thanks, Teddy.
And for Lloydie, mate, a nervous wait coming up. Sam, you want to...
No, I was just going to say.
Yeah, nervous wait coming up, mate, but good luck to the Bombers on the weekend as well.
Thanks.
Good luck to the boys. We'll let you shoot through. There's the panel. We're going to take a break. We'll come back shortly with the All-Star Band and the Personality of the Year right after this.
None of us will ever forget this day. Yet we go forward to defend freedom.
You can rely on Australia's leading news and current affairs network, Channel 9.
Australian Unity would like to introduce a real innovation in health cover, one that offers prevention, not just cure. WellPlan is a series of better health programs designed to help keep you out of places like this. So, if you'd like a little extra preventative care, tailored for you at no extra cost, talk to Australian Unity. They're with you in sickness and now in health. So, who's looking after you?
Oh, it's all happening now. Look at this. He's away. Fantastic stuff. This could be it. Oh, no. So close.
We love our lamb. It's the flavour of Australia.
There's only one place to be for football in September, with all the action on the biggest sports screen in the Southern Hemisphere. To catch finals fever, there's no better place to be than Crown.
If you're one of the 900,000 permanent residents who are eligible to take out Australian citizenship, we'd like to extend an invitation to you to join us. There's never been a better time to become an Australian citizen. Authorised by the Commonwealth Government, Canberra.
Dad, I love thee more than word can wield the matter. Beyond what can be valued rich and rare, as much as child e'er loved and father found.
With White Wings, you've got it made.
Diving contest with the first girl you ever kissed? Free. Tropical drinks with your old mates? Free. Water sports with the people who knew you when you had hair? Free. A week on Daydream Island with your 9 oldest friends? Priceless. Use your MasterCard and you could win a week on Daydream Island for you and 9 friends. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Phone or visit the website to enter.
Yeah, spring fever's in the air. A home needs tender loving care.
Give your garden some TLC with Dynamic Lifter, a big 35 kilos, a low $16.95. And look, a 15-metre hose with click-on fittings, just $8.95.
Spring is grouse.
Kit Kat Chunky. It's the big finger. New Kit Kat Chunky White. Now give them the big white finger.
Health cover that works to keep you out of hospital. Australian Unity Well Plan offers prevention, not just cure. So, who's looking after you?
Welcome back to the Footy Show Awards 2001, and don't forget, of course, next week at the special time at 9 o'clock, the big grand final edition of the Footy Show. It is absolutely going to be a beauty. These pins are also available in the Herald Sun over the next week. Premiership pins, I don't know if we get a tight shot on that. They're only little fellas to go on your lapel, but you'll be able to get hold of those through the Herald Sun over the next few days. They're going to be absolute collector's item. It says on there the Grand Final 2001. Let's meet our new panel tonight now for the last segment to go through the E.J. Whitten Legends game and one of the all-time greats from Tigerland, 1980 Premiership star. Please welcome Dale Waitman.
Thank you very much.
man who was best on ground last week. It's 42 years of age. He's looking $1 million still. He's best on ground for Channel 9 against Crown, and he's ready to go for Victoria in the All-Star game. Michael Roberts is with us from the Nine Network. And the captain of the All-Star team, the evergreen and assistant coach at Bomberland, the great Terry Danaher is with us tonight.
Thank you, Ed.
All right, as I said, Tuesday night it's going to be an absolute ripping game out there at Optus Oval. Let's have a look at the teams. And first of all, for Victoria, from the back line, Gary O'Donnell, Danny Frawley, if he's not coaching, and Mark Bomber Thompson, Peter Dean, Chris Mew, Mark Harvey. The wings, the great Dougie Hawkins, Peter Dacos, Gavin Brown. The half forwards are Richard Osborne, Dermot Brereton at centre half forward, and Roger Merritt. What a half forward line that is. Forwards are Damien Monkhurst, Barry Stoneham and Craig Lambert. The followers, Paul Salmon in the ruck, Robert Scott and the Flea. There is the rover. The interchange, Couch, Roberts, Vanderhaar, Buse, German, Scholl, Roberts and Royal. The coach is Sammy Kekovich and the runner is Gary Hocking. What a fantastic Victorian team. Oh, very sensational, that one. Of course, the game on the Nine Network, and lining up against them, the All-Star team, Michael McLean, Richard Champion, Johnny Worsfold. The halfbacks, Guy McKenna, Gavin Krasiska, Matthew Phoebe. The centre line, Mickey Conlon, Chris Lewis and Graham Wright. The half forwards are Brad Hardy, John Longmuir and Brett Allison. The forwards, Billy Brownless. Billy's going to play, you can't believe that. Stephen Kernahan and Terry Danaher. The followers are Mark Micken, Simon Atkins and John Platt. Interchange, David Murphy, Johnny Annear, Scotty Waters, Chris Danaher, Dwayne Lamb, Johnny Gastiff and Laurie Keane. And Big Bad Mel Brown is the coach. Terry, it's a pretty good team to be captain of, mate.
Oh, I think so, Ed, yes. There's been a few changes there, I might add. There's been about 16 young players come into the lineup, so it's going to make it a bit tougher on us, Flea, but we're looking forward to it, Ed. It's a great night, and as it kicks off at 7:30, so we need as many people out there as possible to come along and enjoy the evening.
Down at Optus Oval, it's going to be fantastic. Sam.
Single anyone out, Terry, you'd just like to maybe catch up with after all these years?
Oh, I think that's part of it, Sam.
Yeah.
But,
what about the centre half forward for the opposition, Dermot Brereton? You couldn't just run through him solidly early, could you?
Well, I probably owe him one or two, I suppose, Sam, but I'm a little bit worried as to about how we're going to organise our forward structure with your counterpart and Billy Brownless up there at full forward. I think Steve Kernahan and myself, we might have to push down into defence. He's, he's our key man, so by the G's, there's not a lot of room down there.
Trev.
I tell you what, Terry, looking through that side, it's a great blend of experience and old age.
Yeah, you're certainly spot on there, Trevor.
Now, Robbo, you'd be heading down to the salon during the week, maybe some tips, a bit of extra oil on the arms?
Yeah, get the hair done, Ed, and every year you say get the oil on, so I've got extra oil this year, so I'll be, Hollywood stuff again.
Something that the bloke sitting next to you won't need will be a hairdryer.
You actually wouldn't believe this, but Rob and I went to school together, so we're the same age. Look, I don't know what he's been on, but I haven't been on it.
Flea, you're running for the Tigers this weekend as usual?
Definitely, yeah. We leave about 10 tomorrow morning, and so I'm looking forward to it too.
And Terry, how are you enjoying the assistant coaching? You didn't put your hand up for one of the coaching jobs that were up at the moment?
No, the phone's still there, Ed, just waiting. But no, look, mate, I'm very happy out there working under old Sheeds and Halves and Robbie Shaw and the rest of the crew. We've got a big job this weekend with Hawthorn coming up, so we'll just have to get the season out of the way first.
All right, well, boys, we'll come back to you in a few moments' time because we've got one last announcement tonight, one last award, and that is for the Personality of the Year award. And this is voted by the Footy Show team, and we decided that the Personality of the Year, Kevin Chetty's won it a couple of times, of course, and we gave it to umpire Peter Carey for taking that mark in the footy match. Yeah. But we decided this year to give it to a bloke who's made himself available through the media. To the media, he's been outspoken at various times. He's certainly been a crowd pleaser, and the winner of the Personality of the Year award for season 2001 is the Richmond coach, Danny Frawley. Danny also picks up, thanks to Jet Set, 2 business class airfares to Bali and 7 nights accommodation at the Hard Rock Hotel, and we caught up with Danny this afternoon.
Sorry guys, I can't be there to accept this magnificent award. I'd like to thank Jet Set Travel for the wonderful prize on the end of it. Richmond Football Club has got to take a lot of credit for this. It's a fantastic team effort. It's a terrific award. I know that Anita will be rapt. She hasn't seen me for 22 weeks plus finals. for obvious reasons. Hope she doesn't see me for another 2 weeks. We've got bigger fish to fry. Once again, thanks a lot.
Well done to Danny. And well done to Danny and Anita. By the way, if you want to see these 3 characters in action in those 2 teams, Optus Oval, here's the details. Tuesday night, 7:30 the game starts, adults $12.50, concession $9, family ticket $32. You can buy at Ticketek or at the ground. Gates open at 4:30. It's going to be an absolute ripper, and of course the match on the 9 network on Tuesday night is a beauty. One other big thing happening next week is the annual Crux Club on the Wednesday night dinner, and up for grabs is this magnificent piece of art by Jamie Cooper. As we can see there, Jamie doing the finishing touches. It's all the goals of the years and the marks of the year going in there. Michael Roberts is the president of the Crux Club, and Michael, the proceeds from this at auction goes to the Trevor Barker Foundation.
Certainly does, Ed, and as you know, we've been running for 13 years and raised a lot of money for the cancer kids, and this will go to auction, and it's such a great cause, and it was fantastic. The league allowed the Crux Club Trevor Barker Foundation to have that, and Jezra will be there to actually present the portrait, Ed.
It is, and if you want to have a bid and you can't get to the night, there's the details. You can call Salesforce on that number there, 039254 7894, or go on board the Footy Show at salesforce.com.au. And the starting bids are at $10,000 for Jamie Cooper's magnificent piece.
He is a genius. Jamie, isn't he?
He does a fantastic job, there's no doubt about that. Boys, just before we go to the break and we go to the AFL band for our closing segment tonight, Flea, who's going to win the grand... Well, you think the Tigers will win the grand final. Who'll win the Brownlow?
I like that dirty, rotten mongrel Whitten, because I reckon he can play. He plays a bit like myself, just gets in hard and gets the ball.
He's been great, Brett Ratton, no doubt about it. And won the Triple M award during the week as well, and that's been a pretty good form guide for the Brownlow medal in recent times. Michael, who's going to win the flag?
Well, I just received an 8-inch punch from TD, so I've got to go to the Bombers, and Andrew McLeod's had a sensational year.
And just while you're there, as a former Saint, and your father, of course, being a Brownlow medalist, what's your thoughts on Grant Thomas?
Tomo, I think he's fantastic. Inner sanctum stuff, as we know, he's been appointed for 3 years, and I reckon he did a great job. A lot of process and a lot of thought went into this, Ed, and he'll
like a cheese factory down there, all the process.
No, it wasn't rubber stamped. He popped out the other end in the right way.
Okay, then. And Terry, obviously you think the Bombers will win. Big week coming up this week against the Hawkers, but who do you think will win the Brownlow medal?
Oh, I think Ruckman always do pretty well, Ed, and I'd have to look at Matty Primus, the Port Adelaide Ruckman there. I think he's got a good show.
All right. And Sam, we haven't asked you. Your thoughts on Monday night's Brownlow medal?
Oh, no idea. Would Michael Voss be any good?
He'd be pretty good.
He'd be a star, wouldn't he? Yeah.
All right, well, coming up after the break to wrap up tonight's fantastic Footy Show Awards, James Morrison has got a new CD out. It is James Morrison, Scream Machine, and he's also appearing at the Robert Blackwood Concert Hall at Monash University. $32 will get you in to see one of the all-time greats. He will be heading our all-star cast, including Sam Newman on drums, and yes, Sam's on the drums, and the likes of Richard Champion will be the lead singer, Russell Robertson and Red Simons on guitar, David Neitz, Mark Dragasevich, Brodie Holland, Paddy Steinford, and Peter Sullivan is the man getting things underway there, under the baton. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it is the all-star band to take us out of the Footy Show Awards for season 2001. That's next on the Footy Show.
Clown, buffhead, arrogant, sexist, racist, politically incorrect, bully, bigot, ultra-vain, homophobe, biased, bore.
Sad, isn't it? Sunday on 60 Minutes.
Covering up isn't the only way to deal with skin that's lost its firmness and elasticity. Now, Vaseline Intensive Care Skin Firming Treatment has been formulated to moisturise and smooth, while it improves skin elasticity and suppleness. In 14 days, your skin will look and feel firm and smooth. From Intensive Research comes Vaseline Intensive Care Skin Firming Treatment for smooth, firm-looking skin.
Who has all the answers for your health and well-being? We're with you for life.
It is important to practice your yoga daily for the mind and the body. Your body is a temple, and you don't want anything to come in and wreck the place. Use this mantra by the mouthful. Nestle. Yum.
Yum.
Nestle yogurt. Yum.
Yum.
Oh, I guess it's all right here in paradise, except there aren't any chicks. Well, I bet you're Eve. Hey, nice outfit.
A real man doesn't whistle at naked ladies. Who are you anyhow?
G'day, I'm Adam. Could I seduce you with a Red Bull?
A bull? I think you mean a serpent, don't you?
Oh, but Eve, Red Bull's an energy drink that gives you wings.
Well, okay, I'm seduced, but won't we fly out of paradise?
Wait till you see my place.
For a limited time, Tontine and Sleepmaker are offering 20% off. 20% off Tontine pillows, 20% off quilts, 20% off pillow and mattress protectors, and 20% off selected Sleepmaker beds. 20% off Australia's best bedding brands, exclusive to Myer.
Got a burning desire to get a 4-burner barbecue for only $199? Then get into Barbecues Galore. You'll discover this 7-piece setting is now only $6.99, and tents and camping gear are up to 30% off.
I reckon they're about done, mate.
Hurry into Barbecues Galore for spring savings.
It's the accessibility that makes it better for me, in person or e-banking, both ways. Best of both worlds in a way. Saturday mornings, as well as 9 to 5, it's great.
Oh, sit down, stay down.
Unlike antacids, a single Zantac tablet can give you freedom from heartburn and indigestion all day or all night. Zantac Relief, at your pharmacy now.
Welcome back to the Footy Show Awards for 2001. Hang on, boys. Hey, Red, stop for a second, mate. Let's just finish off the show. You get your chance in a moment. Molly Meldrum's with me, not only to intro the band, but a fantastic opportunity for all football clubs. Molly, Crazy Johns, just give us the upbeat, but basically, in the next couple of weeks, you can change from whatever provider to the provider of your choice for no...
Well, it starts on September the 25th, and it's... mobile number portability, which means that you can have your mobile through Telstra, and you can have the same number even if you want to change carriers, which is just quite incredible, you know.
OK, and what happens if you want to change over to Crazy John's? $100 will be given to you to spend at the club of your choice, either on membership or memorabilia or merchandise or whatever you like. So you get $100 off, which is nearly just about a full membership for season 2002.
Everyone do this. I mean, if you can't afford the full membership and you want a mobile, do it this way, and then you can become a member of your club and give that $100.
Fantastic stuff. So there you go, through Crazy John's. $100 you'll be able to buy your club memberships. So get onto that in the next couple of weeks and you can keep your same number. Let's meet the band first of all, fellas. And starting over here, let's welcome the great Red Simons. Go on, you Red.
Eddie, I'm a little confused. You said this was going to be a supergroup, and I'm just wondering where the other guys are.
Well, the other guys are with us. We've got Brodie Holland up the back. We've got Russell Robinson down the front. We've got David Neitz. We've got Sam Newman. We've got Mark Dragosevich. We've got James Morrison's with us. Good on you, James. Good to see you. Let's go, Paddy Steinford, Janine Wanda, Annette Roach. It's the supergroup. Take it away, fellas. We'll see you next week. Our special guest will be In Excess and also bar none, Richard Champion on vocals.
Reach
This has been another presentation from Nine's Wide World of Sports.
The Footy Show is brought to you by Holden.
This